Good afternoon and happy Mother's Day to all you mothers and mother lovers out there, and welcome to South Sound Stadium for the opening weekend of USL 2 and the inaugural game in the USLW season for the Oly Town Artesians. My name is John McLamory, joined as always by Brandon Cartwright of Cartwright Media, bringing you the doubleheader today from South Sound Stadium. PDX FC and the Oly Town Artesians. Well, we made it. We made it back for another season. They welcomed us back. They said, you guys had a good showing last year. Let's come back and do it again. So here we are, and it's a new look for the Artesians, not just new kits, but a new coach and an overhauled roster for a team that finished fourth in the Northwest Division last year and looking to build on the late season success they had and make a push for the playoffs this year. I mentioned the new head coach is Liviu Bird. He is a stalwart in the soccer community. He's been coaching at Kitsap Pumas. He's coached for the Seattle Sounders. He's coached with the Columbus Crew. He has been up and down the coaching ladder. He's got the experience. He's got the skills. He's a UEFA A licensed coach, a USSF Senior A level coach. This is a big time coach that we've been able to bring into the community. And boy, what can I tell you about what I've seen so far? These guys look fast, they look hungry, and they look ready to go. But let's preview the division here real quick. This is who we're going to have on the schedule this year. Capital FC, CFC Atletico from Salem, Oregon. Ballard from Ballard, rivals, the hated rivals. They'll be here next week, actually. Lane United out of Eugene, Oregon. United, PDX, and PDX FC, both out of Portland. No more OVF Alliance. They opted not to come back this year in the USL 2. So two teams out of Portland, and then the rest, the usual suspects from last season. Yeah, Ballard, they're the ones. They came in with us, and they made a good run in the playoffs last year, and the Oly Town Artesians looking to emulate that success a little bit. If you're new to the team, a little bit about the team. Established in 2014, it's a tribute to the artesian water and local brewing of the Olympia community. We have a Pro-Am arena team, outdoor team, USL 2 team, and USLW team, as well as an organization that puts on camps for kids, just is engaged in the local community, and we're always looking to grow. So if you want to reach out to see how you can volunteer to be part of the Oly Town Artesians, go to olytownfc.com and take a look and give us a jingle. Well, our next match, as we move forward in the progress here, as I mentioned, Ballard FC. We get them 3 times this year, only once at home, and it happens to be next Sunday, a 3 p.m. kick here from South Sound Stadium, which I must say is our new home. I didn't even bring that up. We moved from Black Hills High School. Now we're at North Thurston Public Schools Stadium, home of North Thurston, Timberline, River Ridge High Schools. Northwest Christian High School uses it as well. A bunch of places use it. But, you know, that's all beside the point. This is where I went to high school. It's good to be back, and good to bring you soccer from this stadium that serves the entire community, and we're happy to be here. So be here next Sunday as well. Ballard FC, the rivals. We love them, but we don't. We love the rivalry, but we want to get a W next week. So come out and cheer on the guys, because they're going to bring a bunch of people down from Seattle to come watch their team play. Well, as I mentioned, new team, new players. Let's take a look at the roster for today. For Oly Town, starting in goal is going to be number 1, Charlie Lanfear. Sawyer Price will be backing him up. We had a roster change. Dante Perez will not be playing today. Sawyer Price will take his spot. Jack Slaus, number 2 out of Gig Harbor High School. Chris Peretti. Pavel Valchev out of Bulgaria. He will be playing today as well. Richie Lapointe Guevara. Sean Sent. These are all new players to the team, but they come with exceptional resumes. Number 7 is going to be Manny Nicasio. He is a returning player, defensive player of the year in the indoor season over the winter. Alan Escalante, returning player as well. The roundabout way went away, and now he's back, so he must love us because he went away and came back. Alex Zimmerman is back as well, Artesian's captain in last year's USL2 season. Number 10, Gil de la Luz, returning leading scorer from last season. He's going to get the start out on the left wing today. Desmond Wade out of Belize and Verdez FC. He'll get the start on right wing today. Cooper Brunel will be playing attacking midfielder today for the Artesians. Number 13, Connor Tolan, will start today as a substitute. Number 15, Tegan Eldridge, will be playing right back today. Trevor Thompson, the fast one. He is back with a vengeance. He plays for PLU, and he's back with the team again this year. Number 17, getting the start in the center back, Habib Famudatimi out of Canada, Seattle University player. Number 20 is our last player, Jason Fairhurst, leading assist guy last year for the Artesians, offensive player of the year on the indoor season, and he's going to get the start up top today for Oly Town. Now keep in mind these rosters are fluid. They're going to be changing throughout the season as players come in and players go out. A lot of the players on the team are still in college right now. Most colleges are still in session, so they're waiting to get out of school, and they'll be here for the remainder of the season. Quickly, we'll go over Portland's roster for today as I try to go through here. Okay, number 1, Austin Rogers. Goalkeeper Milo Rosenhoover, Miles Norville, Isaac Homer, Jacob McDaniel, Julian Konza, Daniel Saez, Tommy Musto, Cole Carruthers, Jose Pepsi Perez, Noah Leckelt, Gerardo Duran, Jamin Peters, Alan Gaitan, Cam Vickers, not Cam Carter Vickers, just Cam Vickers, Kevin Silva, Chris Kala, and Xavier Ehrlich. Those are the team players for PDX FC. PDX FC, of course, coming up the road from Portland, they've got their supporters' flags out. The Black Hearts Union is in full effect. And if you want to join the Oly Town supporters group, the 1896, go onto the website, olytownfc.com. It's a tribute to it pays homage to the founding year of Oly Brewing, Olympia Brewing, and our branding as well. We use the Good Luck Horseshoe from Oly Beer. Artesian water is what they made it with. We share it with them. So come on out. $50 gets you in the club. You get ticket discounts, merch discounts, a scarf. So go ahead and sign up for the 1896 as well. We've got new apparel, neon replica jerseys, hoodies, Nicole's Bar fan tops. And let me just mention, Nicole's Bar, thank you for supporting today's live stream. You are today's game day sponsor. We appreciate it very much. And we are going to take a quick break here. We're going to get ready to bring the players out and then have the national anthem. I don't want to interrupt that. So as the players and the officials make their way out, we're going to take a quick break here on the broadcast. You're watching Oly Town FC Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We'll see you after the anthem.
Team volunteer. A big hand for her, everyone. It's a beautiful
Welcome back to the broadcast live from South Sound Stadium. We are bringing you the opening game of the 2023 USL 2 Season 4, the Oly Town Artesians. Quickly, we'll go over the starting lineups for today's squads. Starting in goal for the Artesians is going to be number 1, Charlie Lanfear. Captaining the team and playing center defense is going to be Jack Slouse out of Fordham University by way of Gig Harbor. Number 5 is going to be Richie Lapointe Guevara. Number 6, Sean Sent. Number 8, box-to-box midfielder Alan Escalante. Number 10, playing out on the left wing, is going to be Gil De La Luz. Playing the right wing is going to be Desmond Wade out of Belmopan City, Belize. Number 12 is going to be Cooper Brunel. Number 15, Tegan Eldridge will be playing right back. Number 17 in center defense is going to be Habib Famoudatimi. And starting up top at the center circle right now, ready to kick things off, is number 20, Jason Fairhurst. Welcome back to the club. And let's get things going. We'll quickly go over the starting lineup for Portland. Number 1, Austin Rogers in goal. Number 2, Jacob McDaniel. Number 5, Number 4, Kevin Silva. Number 5, Isaac Homer. Number 6, Cole Crothers. Number 8, Alan Gaytan. Number 9, Noah Leckout. Number 10, Tommy Musto. Number 11, Cam Vickers. Number 14, Jose Pepsi Perez. Number 23, Julian Conza. And number 26, Daniel Saez. And we are underway. Oly Town getting a quick free throw off the start. As we're having some scoreboard difficulties here. I'm going to... We are back. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties here with the clock. It's not working. The board is up and nothing else is working. So anyway, Artesians on the front foot in the teal blue, the new blue kits. Long throw and headed into the box. Jason Fairhurst chasing. Ball played up and out and cleared by the Portland defense. Pushed up to the midfield. Habib Famoudatimi clears it back up top. Headed out by PDX. Won by Wade, but a foul committed as he gets his first touch and he commits the foul against number 7 for PDX. Tommy Musto now standing over the ball. Tommy Musto out of Hawaii. Interesting thing about Tommy Musto, never played high school soccer. He only played for the Hawaii Rush. He was coached by his dad in Oahu. Now plays for the University of Portland. So a Division I player that never played high school. Not the oddest thing, but it is kind of odd and good for him. He's playing in the central midfield for PDX FC. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Crowd starting to fill in a little bit here at South Sound Stadium. Everybody bundled up into the shade spot as Jack Slouse stands over the ball wearing the captain armband. Out of Gig Harbor, Washington by way of Fordham University. Ball comes in. It's going to be headed clear by the defender, won back by Cooper Brunel. He makes the turn, tries to cross it, and it just slices off the outside of his foot. It's going to go out of play for a goal kick for PDX FC. So restart, ball played over to the defensive player there, kicks it up. Stolen one back by number 6, that's Sean Sent. Now played up out wide for Wade. Wade, can he get there? He crosses it over. It's going to be blocked by Rogers, and he has to jump back as Fairhurst looked to pounce on it. Good save on the cross by Austin Rogers. He's a professional. He's played in Albania, Mongolia, and Romania professionally. Doing my research on him, he was the first foreigner to win the Mongolian Premier Division Goalkeeper of the Year award. So good for him. He played for FC Ulaanbaatar as well as Ulaanbaatar City FC. The man is a world traveler. We've seen him before, though. He played for the Portland Blacktails in the WISL. So a familiar face. Charlie Lanfear getting his first touch in goal. He's a goalkeeper for Seattle University. He's going to play it out of the back. Richie Guevara. Desmond Wade double team, ball stolen. Now Tommy Musto with it. Looks to find some space. Is forced backwards by Brunel. Brunel out of the University of Washington. Played all the way back to Isaac Homer. Now up for Julian Kanza out of Germany. Julian Kanza from Munster. Played at University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and is just transferred to the University of Portland. All right, scoreboard malfunction has been fixed as the ball gets forced out of play for a goal kick. No, it's going to be changed to a corner kick. It was shepherded out of play by the defender, but it went out of bounds for a corner kick, and it's going to be Tommy Musto standing over it with number 7, and wouldn't you know, I don't have a number for number 7 or a name for number 7, so I'm going to call him number 7. Ball headed out nicely by Jason Fairhurst. It's going to go out of play. Throw-in coming up for PDX FC. It's a windy day today. It's warm. It's about 90 degrees today, but it's breezy, and that's going to affect the path of the ball here as we get moving on down through the season. It's going to be played out there by Slaus, cleared up, but only as far as Musto in the midfield, but he's taken off the ball by Escalante, and now the Artesians look to break out. Here come the Artesians, played back. Famoud Datimi with it. He's going to play it back to Charlie Lanfear. Tegan Eldridge back to Famuda Timi. Just keeping the ball away, getting some touches now are the Artesians. Looking to set the offense, get their shape right. Long probing ball for De La Luz is going to be headed out all the way to midfield, headed up by Sent. And now it's going to be PDX on the break again. Ball broken up. And won by Desmond Wade, won back by the Artesians. Now Escalante heads it back to Wade. Wade tries to flick up, stolen by Musto. Nice toe poke broken up there by Habib. Cleared out looking for Gill. A good step up, but a foul is going to be called against Portland as the Artesians win back possession and now get the restart. Once again, this is the opening day of the USL 2 season for the Artesians. Now a long run looking for Brunel. It's going to be headed down. Brunel's going to win it. Brunel on a break. Brunel, the shot, the score! Cooper Brunel opens the scoring for the Artesians, and they get their season off to a roaring start. 9th minute of the game, and they are up 1-0. Cooper Brunel, the UW kid, strikes first. And that goal, as every goal, brought to you by Dancing Goats Coffee. Visit them downtown. Visit them around the South Sound. And we learned even visit them in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you're watching us from Atlanta, go down and check out some Dancing Goats Coffee. Cooper Brunel with the goal, opening up the scoring early. Good individual play by him. Wins the ball, controls it, calmly slots it past Rogers, and the Artesians off and running. Slaus wins the ball. Now it's going to be Gill. Gill plays it up, looking for Jason. Can't find him. It's going to be broken up. Stolen away. Here come Portland. Number 7 now on the near wing. Tries to get past Eldridge. Takes a right foot shot. Or a cross. It's going to be blocked out of there by Eldridge. Headed down. Controlled by Fairhurst. Leaves it off for Brunel. And Brunel looking to run now. Brunel plays a long ball. Looking for Gill. Gill on the far sideline. He's going to get there. No, it's going to be headed out. Out of play. Good job by the defensive player. Number 2, Jacob McDaniel. Out of University of Portland by way of Hillsborough. Heads it out of play, breaks up the rush. Famuda Timi now over to Brunel, the goal scorer. He circles around, looks for something, has to play it back. Step up by Habib. Nice, looks for Slaus, going to be stolen away. Stolen away by Noah Lecaut. And he's going to be tackled away from behind by Gil de la Luz. Good job by Gil to track back and win the ball. Gil, of course, led the team in scoring last year in the USL 2 season. Played professionally indoor for the Tacoma Stars this offseason. So congrats to him for playing at a big-time club like that in the indoor season. Wade tries to track back and get it, but he can't, and it's going to go out of play for a throw. Julian Kanza with it, throws it back. Isaac Homer has it now, plays it back to Rogers. Austin Rogers. Now a long ball, good run, but it's going to be won by the Artesians. And now Brunel again. Brunel makes the circle around Musto. Pulls it into the middle. Looked for Escalante, just the wrong ball, and now it's going to be McDaniel on the breakaway, but he's forced to pull back. Homer, stolen away by Eldridge, but a foul's going to be called against Wade as he got the foot of Isaac Homer, another University of Portland player. Now the ball lands on the feet of Daniel Saez, former Cuban national team player, 6'5". He's the biggest player out on the field right now. Cuban national team player from 2012 to 2019. Actually defected during the 2019 Gold Cup, which he was a participant. And played last year with Rio Grande Valley FC in the USL Championship. So an interesting story there. And he looks to anchor the back line here for PDX FC. Now a big run here by Richie Lapointe Guevara as he takes it all the way down. Now Gill on the far side. Flag stays down. With the cross, it's Gill. Goes over to Wade. It's going to be crossed back over and headed out of play by Daniel Saez. A good run of play there for the Artesians as we approach 13 minutes played here from Fouts Field. Ball thrown in. Richie Lapointe Guevara out of Montreal, Canada. Played at Jacksonville University and now has transferred to University of Central Arkansas, and that's where he will play this last season of his in college. De La Luz now with it, back to Guevara. Make that Lapointe Guevara. He gets it back near midfield. Finds Sean Sent in the middle, now plays it out wide for Tegan Eldridge. Eldridge plays it back in the middle to Famuda Timi. That's going to get me all season. Sent again in the middle. Double team comes. He's taken off the ball from behind. No advantage given, but a foul called, as it looked like he got taken down from behind by number 8. So a restart coming up now. Eldridge. Gil De La Luz with it. Overlap by Brunel. Now Sent with it. Famuda Timi now. Back to Brunel. Everybody in the PDX zone right now. Everybody but Charlie Lanphier. Giveaway, no, it's going to be one back. Kicked out of there, but still held into the zone by Habib. And now Richie with a run by Gill. Who's going to get there? Gill tries to get there. Rogers gets there first. And they're actually going to call the foul on Gill as they both came together at the same time, but they're going to call the foul on Gill. So a restart coming up now for PDX. It's laid off. One down by Cooper Brunel. He's looked sharp today so far. And now a long run by number 7. Number 7 gets there. Habib guarding is going to be sliced off the football goalpost. Out of play, goal kick coming up for Oly Town. I'd like to thank our food truck sponsors today, Kona Ice, Dancing Goats Coffee, and Mi Pueblo. I'm going to have to get myself a gringo burrito here later today from the Mi Pueblo truck. Always nice to see them here. Always nice to have their support. Guevara with a long ball, looking for the run from Escalante, but Saez gets there first. He plays it into the middle. Sent putting some pressure on now. Isaac Homer back to number 7. I believe that's Alan Gaitan, but they have the wrong number for him. Homer. Over to Konza. Konza moving up field, plays it back, finds Musto in the middle. Out wide. Artesians moving well off the ball, just following the ball as a unit defensively, looking pretty good. Konza now plays it down for 7. Habib gets there and plays it all the way into the track area and past it, and then it's going to go out of play for a throw. So good reactions by the Oly Town defense so far today, not allowing any room in the offensive zone for PDX FC. Throw in into the middle, broken up by Habib. All the way back out to Daniel Saez. Gets it past Fairhurst, who went for the steal, couldn't get there. And now on the far side, it's going to be the ball played in the middle. Played out, but held in by PDX, and the ball's going to ricochet off of Charlie Lanfear's hands. And it was all alone. The ball was all alone in front of the goal right there for a second. Give me a little heart attack. But it's going to be cleared out by the Artesians, and now they look to run. Fairhurst loses possession, and now here come the United. And now a good run by Gaetan as he can't get there, though, as that ball just trickles past his feet and is going to go out of play.
Folks, in addition to the new concessions and merchandise we do have an opportunity for you to get raffle tickets to a cruise. It all goes to benefit the Olympia Soccer Foundation, the nonprofit.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but if you come out to the games, you can enter a raffle to win a cruise. Oh, at the auction. Oh, yeah. You can buy tickets to the auction on July 14th at the Olympia Ballroom. You can win a cruise. You can win lots of different things. So go onto the website, olytownfc.com, to check out all the details for the gala. And actually, as we speak, well, we'll have the owner of the Artesians, Ryan Perkins, on a little later to talk more about that. But in the meantime, here come the Artesians again. Sean Sent with the ball. Dribbles up to the middle. Triple team, basically, but he's able to get it out to Richie LaPointe Guevara. Now out wide. It's Gill. Lays it off. Now a good ball for Alan Escalante. Can he get there? No, the flag goes up. Boy, that was close. That looked good from here, but the official says it went out. Good run by Alan Escalante. Just couldn't keep it in play. Of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors this season: Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Olympia Jeep, Forma Construction, Well 80, Nicole's Bar, and Olympia Hotel. Thank you all for your help. Today, we'd like to thank the flowers, Mother's Day Flowers by Artistry and Flowers. Thank you. And Prop and Drop photo booth, Mother's Day photo booth. Get your pictures taken with your mom. Get your pictures taken with somebody else's mom. You know, come get your picture taken. It's Mother's Day. Let's get some photos. So come on out. We still have another game after this one. Plenty of soccer action here at South Sound Stadium. If you're bored and you want to take your mom to a soccer game, well, turn us off and come down to South Sound Stadium and head on in. But for those of you that are here, thank you for showing up. Ball goes out for a corner kick on this breezy pseudo-summer day here in Olympia. We went from basically winter to summer in 1 week here in Olympia. Went from 42 degrees in the morning to 91 degrees today. So that's what we do. Ball comes in, headed out by Guevara. Gill goes up for it. It's going to be held back in and cleared finally by Habib Famudatimi. And Sean Sent going to chase it. It's going to be shepherded out of play by Jacob McDaniel. It's going to be a throw-in for PDX FC. And today's youth clubs at the game are Shinquali Booters and TC United. They're ball kids around the field. They're up in the stands enjoying it. 1-0 the score. A Cooper Brunel goal in the 9th minute is the difference in the game. Oly Town with their first lead of the season, their first goal of the season, and looking to build from that. These two teams squared off in the first game of the season last year as well. Oly Town falling 2-1 down in Portland. Fairhurst putting the pressure on. Ball played back to Rogers, now over to Daniel Saez from Havana, Cuba. Konza making a run. And he goes, ball goes out of play. It was played up there by Noah Letchelt, and it goes out of bounds. Throw in for Oly Town. There's going to be a hydration break right now. We're going to take a quick 30-second break and be right back. The players need their hydration. I need some hydration. We'll be back right after this on the Oly Town Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the broadcast here from Fouts Field at South Sound Stadium in Olympia, Washington. My name is John McGlamory, bringing you the action today and every day for the Artesians, who find themselves up 1-0 here in the first half. We're in the middle of a hydration break, but it's Cooper Brunel with the first Dancing Goats goal of the season. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the team for getting off on the right foot. And I'd like to take the time right now to thank our live stream sponsors, the Olympia Ballroom and GGCW Renovations. You're looking for an event space? You're looking for a place to have an office party, a wedding reception, a birthday party, a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah? Who knows? Who cares? Give Ryan Perkins a call down at the Olympia Ballroom, and he'll set you up with some space for a party. And if you're looking for a home renovation, no one better to call than Jason Smith over at GGCW Renovations. They will do bathrooms, bedrooms, media rooms, dog rooms, who knows, any room you can think of, he can do it. Give GGCW Renovations a call, and they will set you up for success. Well, we are getting back to the action here. 25th minute of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Oly Town. It's going to be Tegan Eldridge who throws it in all the way back to Richie LaPointe Guevara. And we are back underway here from Olympia, Washington. Opening weekend of USL 2 and USLW for the Artesians. Now, if you're tuning in and you're wondering, boy, you haven't said anything about the Women's League yet, well, that's because we get to do their game next, and I get to spend a lot of time talking about them after this game, during their game. I just want to tell you that I've never been more excited to call a game than I am for the women's team, not only for the talent, but just for the fact that we've got premier women's soccer here in the South Sound region for the first time at the level we're at, and I'm excited for it. But we will talk more about that later as we get closer to the USLW season kicking off here around 3:40 tonight. Depending on how late this game goes, about 3:40, we're scheduling first kick. Rogers clears it all the way down into the Oly Town defensive zone. It's going to be played back by Eldridge to Lanfear. Only one scary moment so far, a save by Lanfear that kind of bounced around in no man's land, but nobody from Portland was there, so it kind of fell harmlessly to the turf. Other than that, the majority of the action has been in the Portland defensive zone. Good pressure by Oly Town to start the season. Gil De La Luz trying to find the run of Escalante, broken up nicely by the Portland pilot, Jacob McDaniel, who's doing a good job out there on the right back spot for PDX FC. Ball played in. It's going to be Cooper Brunel. Plays it back to Richie LaPointe Guevara. Jack Slouse started the game out on left back, and now he's kind of morphed into a attacking midfielder role. This ball looking for Wade. It's going to skip off the turf, just go out of play for a throw. Throw in deep in the PDX defensive zone. 28th minute of play here from South Sound Stadium. Ball won by the Artesians. Played out wide to Jack Slouse. He's got plenty of room to figure out what he wants to do. He's going to play it back to Richie LaPointe Guevara. He's going to probe up into the middle. He's going to split the defense. He's going to take on four people. Lose the turf monster, gets him, and he goes to the turf. He takes out a defender. Referee says play on. And PDX is going to come away with it. Boy, a nice slicing run by Richie LaPointe Guevara. Just ended with nothing to show for it as the turf monster jumped up, grabbed his ankle, and threw him down. But PDX tried to make something happen and just couldn't do it. Long pass skipped into the arms of Lanfear. And once again, Oly Town with the ball. Won by Fairhurst. He sticks with it over to Brunel. Long ball now, looking for Brunel. The ball from Sent played out to Gill. It's going to be sliced up and out of bounds. Boy, a dangerous play by McDaniel as he goes to the turf, and he is looking like he is in some serious discomfort here. And we're going to take a quick break here as trainer extraordinaire Andrew from Washington Orthopedics is going to go out and take a look at him. We'll take a quick break as we try to determine what's going on. Welcome back to South Sound Stadium, where it looks like Jacob McDaniel is going to need to be subbed off. Unfortunately, he just came down awkwardly on his leg. Our trainer, Andrew, out there assessing what's going on, but with the hands over the face, it just doesn't look all that great right now for Jacob McDaniel, who has played a wonderful game so far. I'm not going to guess as to anything, so I'm going to move on to different things. A little bit about the club here, USL 2. Last season, club went 3-7-2. Started the season 0-3, ended it up 3-4-2 to end the season, so a really good job by them to get going, as McDaniel's helped off the field by Andrew and Julian Konza and Daniel Saez there as well to help him out. He's going to come off the field. Players are getting their way back in for this corner kick. We're going to see a substitution of some sort here coming up for McDaniel. So for Oly Town, though, we had a men's team that competed in the EPLWA from 2018 to 2021. And in last year, 2022, we won the Washington State Super Cup, which is, you know, a trophy. And we love trophies here at Oly Town. And we'd like to win more, and they need your help to do it. Corner comes in, flicked on by Wade. It's going to go out of play. Oh, it looked like Wade backheeled it off the defender. Looks like it came off of Wade. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Ball played up. Finds 7, played out to Konza. Right now playing with 10 men is PDX FC. I'm implementing technology into the broadcast this year. Got my computer with lineups in front of me, but every time the screen goes dead, I have to log back in. So it's kind of, I should turn off the screensaver maybe. Anyway, here come the Artesians. Jack Slouse back out on the left side. He's got space. Plays it up in the middle. Finds Fairhurst. Fairhurst back to Sent. Finds Wade. Wade with the flick on, looking for the run of Brunel. It's going to be broken up by Konza. Out of play for a throw-in as number 4, Kevin Silva, makes his way onto the field for the Artesians. Or for Portland PDX, excuse me. Punched out by Rogers. Held in, cleared. First touch. Now Gill makes a run. He's grabbed by Silva, no call. Cross comes into Wade. Wade circles around, forces the ball off of the defender. That's Julian. Excuse me, that was Konza who went for the ball. It's going to be played off of him and out for a corner kick again. It's going to be Cooper Brunel, the goal scorer, standing over it. Player right in front of the keeper. Ball comes in. It's going to be chested down. They're going to call a foul against Sean Sant for, I guess, chesting the ball down. He has every right to get the ball, but he must have been blocking off the keeper. 34th minute of play here. Artesians up 1-0. Tommy Musto now with it in the middle, plays it out wide. Beautiful job of tracking back by Gil De La Luz. Looks for the cross for Wade, couldn't get it, broken up by Konza, held down by 7, brought back into the middle. It's Saez to Musto. Musto bodied by Brunel, but he maintains possession. Konza now. There's a run by Jose Pepsi Perez. Jose Perez had quite the collegiate career. When he was at Yavapai College, he had 30 goals and 38 assists in 2 years, which is just unbelievable numbers. Then he played at the University of Illinois, Chicago. He was All Horizon League first team in 2020. Had an injury his redshirt senior year. Now a giveaway. It's going to be stolen. Oh, no. Escalante couldn't get it. Good recovery by Daniel Saez to win it back. I thought Allen was going to get in there, but he couldn't get there in time. Now a long cross over for Konza. Goes out of play against the fencing and out for a throw. Tegan Eldridge now with it. Tegan Eldridge looking. Finds Brunel. Played up for Wade, but it's going to go out of play. No chance for anybody to get it. Now the ball with Saez again. He's going to play it all the way down. It's going to be a nice run on the far side. Good defense by Richie LaPointe Guevara. Keeps Alan Gaitan from getting any open space. Crowd really starting to fill out here at South Sound Stadium. Daniel Saez now with it at the 40. Plays it over for Perez off the head of Escalante. Boy, that's got to hurt, and he is not happy right now. That ball hit him square in the noggin. Now it's played back to Musto. Musto now playing that defensive midfielder role for PDX. Plays it over to 7, back to Homer. Isaac Homer to Musto in the middle. Musto out wide, finds Silva. Now Fairhurst with the flick on to Gill. Gill with space. He's got plenty of room to maneuver now. Silva facing him up. It's going to be played back to Slaus. Slaus back to Sent. Sent. Now Tegan Eldridge. Brunel flicks on to Wade. Wade double team, splits it. Plays it back to Eldridge. Eldridge now with it. Cross ball for Gill, headed up and out by Silva. One back by Slaus, cleared up into the stands by Daniel Saez. Is that ball not quite into the stands, but all the way down the field? Once again, I'd like to thank our match sponsor, Nicole's Bar. Wonderful place down on Legion Way, just to the west of Sylvester Park off of Capitol Boulevard in Legion. It's a beautiful space. Go in there, get some food, get some beers. Had some nachos there the other day that were fantastic. Ball cleared by Saez, but only as far as Sent. It's won by Gill. Gill now out wide at Slaus. Fairhurst and Slaus collide, but Fairhurst comes away with it. Now back to Fatou Madimi. Fairhurst now out on the wing. Plays it up, looking for Alan Escalante, who just was offside. Flag goes up as we approach the 39th minute here of play. We're in the 39th minute, but we approach minute 39. Should have an extended bout of stoppage time as we had an injury earlier and a goal and a substitution. So probably looking at 3 or 4. Good step up by Richie LaPointe Guevara there. Oh, but just out of reach of Escalante. And now a shot comes in from, it looks like Gaitan, but he couldn't get anything on it. It's going to be picked up. That save brought to you by Premier Airport Shuttle. Go ahead, give them a call next time you need to head up to SeaTac or down to PDX Airport. They'll give you a ride, save you the hassle of driving and parking. They'll just drop you right off at the front door. Played back to Richie LaPointe Guevara. Sean Sent now. Eldridge. Pass broken up, one back by Konza. Wade comes away with it for the Artesians, and they're going to reset. Played all the way to the back line, now all the way back to the keeper, Lanphier, and we'll get started again. 40 minutes gone here from Olympia, 1-0 the score. Cooper Brunel with the opening salvo for the Artesians this season, as pressure coming now as PDX stepping up, but able to get away is Sean Sent, and now he's got room to move. Defense looking, plays out wide to Desmond Wade. Desmond Wade chips it up. It's going to be blocked off the face of Konza. Stops it from progressing any further. It's going to go out of play. Throw in coming up for the Artesians. I'd like to take the time to thank our Oly Soccer Foundation sponsors, Bud Bay Law, Olympia Orthopedic Associates, Life in Motion, Oly Fed, Banking That's Natural, and the Nisqually Tribe of Indians. Thank you all for your support for this season. Throw in coming. It's going to be a long throw into the middle. Fairhurst reaches up, heads it down. It's going to be taken by Escalante, but into the hands of Rogers only. I'd like to take the time to say that we acknowledge that this stadium in North Thurston Public Schools resides on the traditional lands of the Nisqually people. The Nisqually have lived and cared for this land and these waterways since time immemorial. We make this acknowledgement to open a space of recognition, inclusion, and respect for our sovereign tribal partners and all Indigenous students, families, and staff in the community, as well as everybody else who's here, who recognizes and appreciates everything that the Nisqually people have done for the community and the area that we live in. Long ball played up. It's going to be a foul that's going to be called against Konza as he dragged down Habib Famoudatimi, and it's going to be a free kick coming up for Oly Town. 43rd minute of play here in the first half. 1-0 the score. Cooper Brunel with an unassisted goal in the 9th minute is where we stand right now. And Portland just really hasn't gotten anything going offensively to pressure the Oly Town goal. Now a long ball out wide finds Gill on the wing. Gill cuts into the middle, plays it across. It's going to be headed by the big fella Daniel Saez, 6'5". Got to get the ball up higher to get past him. He is a monster in the middle of this PDX defense. Eldridge now. Slaus. Escalante with the flick on, and Silva's going to shepherd it out. It's going to go out of play for a throw. Long ball. Konza wins it, but only as far as Eldridge is going to be played in by Sent Knight or Cooper Brunel. Nice flick on to Eldridge is going to be played to Fairhurst, and Fairhurst couldn't get off the ball in time, and it's clipped away by the defender. He tried to flick it onto himself, almost had it. Defender got a nice touch on it, and it goes harmlessly into the hands of Austin Rogers. Oof. Heavy tumble on the far side. Silva goes down. Gill says, welcome to the game, Mr. Silva. Throw-in comes in now. Musto. Back to Saez. Now Homer with it. Slaus wins it. Back to Silva. Over to Musto. Back to Saez. We just did this, and now we go again. This time into the middle. Played up. Won by Habib. Habib flicks it up. Looking for Brunel. Over the back. No foul. Played up to 7. Pressured. Run by Konza. Konza can't get past Famudatimi. And it's going to be won back by Habib. And now Musto comes with it. He's going to take a shot. It's going to be just wide as Lanphier lets it go. And there is a shot, probably the first shot that they've had all game. Goes wide, not considered a shot on goal, and Oly Town comes away. Habib plays it back to Tegan Eldridge, back up to Habib, who can't control it. It's going to go out of play. As we've approached injury time here, no word from the official as far as how long. Isaac Homer now with it. He's looking, plays it into the middle, finds Pepsi Perez. Now a good run there, and oh, it's going to be offside. That looked like a well-timed run, but it wasn't, and it goes harmlessly past the offensive player anyway into the hands of Lanphier, but offside is the call. Slaus now with it for for Oly Town. Back to Lanphier. Lanphier, of course, plays with Seattle University, as does Dante Perez. Played up to Sent, back to Habib. Looking for Fairhurst, headed on. Cooper Brunel makes the run, gets it to Escalante, and he's on the break. It's Alan Escalante. Escalante, oh, the shot just goes wide. Oh, he had Rogers beat, but the ball goes just wide. And actually, they're going to say Rogers got a touch to it, and that's why it went wide. Oh, my goodness. What a play by the Artesian. Sean Sent with a beautiful pass. Ball finds Escalante perfectly on the run, and it just gets tipped wide by Rogers. So now Alan Escalante now standing over. Hand goes up. Ball comes in. It's a good one punched out by Rogers, and it's going to go out of play for a throw. Boy, Rogers is coming out of his box pretty haphazardly sometimes, but he's been effective so far. Slaus now with the throw. Long throw to Richie LaPointe Guevara. Headed over. Finds Brunel. Brunel back to Eldridge. Sent. Escalante with the cross, looking for Wade, but it's going to go out of play. Goal kick coming up. Quickly taken over to Saez, now to Silva. And now Musto with it in the middle. Ooh, almost a giveaway there by Cole Crothers. But he was able to get it clear, and that's going to be played all the way back to the keeper, Lanphier. And he'll quickly reset. Long ball, finds Gill, heads it down, controls it. And it's going to be an offside call against Gill. If Slaus had touched it, it would have been good. But Gill touched it first, and he came from an offside position. Rogers now out wide, finds Isaac Homer in space. Crothers now. Run by Pepsi Perez, and once again the run deemed to be offside. Jose Perez Flores out of McMinnville, Oregon, made the run, but he was deemed to be offside as we get closer and closer to halftime here. Referee puts his hand up. I think this is going to do it for the first half. Maybe not. Long ball looking for Jason. Headed out. Won by Perez. He gets it. Perez still looking. Taking off the ball. It's going to be a throw-in, but that is going to do it for the first half as the referee blows his whistle, points to the side, and we're halfway through the opening game of the USL 2 season, and the Artesians find themselves on top 1-0. A goal by Cooper Brunel, the difference in the game, as the Artesians have controlled this game from start to halftime. And boy, it is nice to see a beautiful day here in Olympia. We're going to take a break for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half of action in about 15 minutes here from South Sound Stadium in Olympia, Washington. You're watching Oly Town Artesian Soccer on the Oly Town Broadcasting Network.
Meet my husband.
No, we got eggnog once, didn't we?
Yep.
What can I get started for you?
The Smashville chicken bites and the white with cider.
Cider, yeah. We just got root beer and fries. It's kind of a treat. When did you try that? It's really fun.
Really good try out a new place. This place looks awesome.
We have really good Brussels sprouts here. They're taught thoroughly. Let's do 2 Artesians.
Ooh, can I get a Leopold's?
Smashville.
Where the Oly Town Artesians are finding themselves on top of PDX FC 1-0. My name is John McGlamory, bringing you the action today and every day the Artesians are in play. Today we bring you action from Fouts Field at South Sound Stadium. And it's Cooper Brunel who's the difference in the game. Cooper Brunel with an unassisted goal in the first half is the difference in the game here. It was a nice shot, able to head it down to himself, slot it past the keeper, Austin Rogers, and that's where we find ourselves 1-0 the score. It's been all Oly Town so far today. A good start to the season for the Artesians. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors, especially our match sponsor today, Nicole's Bar on Legion. Go down after the game, visit her and her staff down at the Oly Town special bar, Nicole's Bar. It's a wonderful establishment, good food, good beer, good ambiance. It is fantastic. Also, our title sponsors, Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Olympia Jeep, Forma Construction, Well 80 Artesian Brewing, Nicole's Bar, and Olympia Hotel. Those are our title sponsors. We couldn't do this without you. We couldn't do this live stream, though, without our live stream sponsors, GGCW Renovation and the Olympia Ballroom. Book your next outing, corporate event, party, whatever, at the Olympia Ballroom off of Legion Way across from Sylvester Park. And if you need something done at your house, you need a renovation, you need something else done. As I work on the clock here, you get a sneak peek at how we do stuff here. We don't just have one job, we have multiple jobs. We are doing everything we can to bring you the best production in the country for USL 2 soccer. Well, the Artesians, like I said, out 1-0. The Artesians, of course, founded in 2014 by Tim Smith, Brandon Sparks. I can see Brandon Sparks is here today, but I think he's with the family. Love to go say hi to him later. But it's a tribute to artesian water and the local brewing culture of Olympia and the South Sound region. We've got a Pro-Am arena and outdoor team. We've got a USL 2 team. We have a USLW team, as well as kids soccer camps. If you're interested in sponsoring the club and their mission, go to the partners page on the website, olytownfc.com. At the website, you will have single game tickets are available. Season ticket packages are available. Live stream is available for a $3 charge. Also, you can become a member of the 1896, the official supporters group of the Oly Town Artesians. It represents the founding year of the Olympia Brewery and our branding of Olympia. If you're interested in volunteering or becoming a staffer, email playnow@olytownfc.com. Once again, if you're interested in becoming a staffer, a game day volunteer, email playnow, PLAYNOW, @olytownfc.com. And don't forget, coming up after this one, about 40 minutes after the game ends here, we will be bringing you the inaugural USLW team matchup between Oly Town Artesians and PDX FC once again. We're looking forward to that. It's going to be fantastic. The talent that Coach Chris Wells has put together is second to none, and we can't wait to bring it to you here live on the stream. Well, like I said earlier, it's a 1-0 game. Not a lot of action in the Artesians' defensive zone. They've done a good job of closing down the PDX FC attack. Charlie Lanfears only needed to make one save, and it was a ball that came right to him, so not much there for him to work on. The defense looking good. They've had a couple opportunities. Alan Escalante with a breakaway that was just tipped wide by goalkeeper Austin Rogers for PDX FC. And, of course, Cooper Brunell with the goal in the 9th minute. And that is where we stand as we get ready to start here the second half from Fouts Field at South Sound Stadium. Of course, legendary North Thurston coach Jim Fouts named the field named after him. And, yeah, we are so excited to be here at South Sound Stadium, North Thurston Public Schools Stadium. They're a great partner to have. We're lucky to be here, and we are getting ready to get underway here for the second half of action from South Sound Stadium. Alan Gayton over the ball. We're ready. There goes the whistle, and away we go for the second half. Long ball played out, looking for Noah Leckelt. Out of play. Throw in coming up for Slaus as he gets the ball, throws it up. Escalante loses the header to Musto. It's going to go out of play. Throw in coming up for Gill. There's Coach Bird down there. Got to be happy with the way his team has performed in the first half. Ball goes out of play off the defender. Jason Fairhurst now with it. As things are falling around. No, he's going to actually call it off of Fairhurst, even though the AR pointed the other way. But Slaus wins the header. Escalante rises up, gets the ball over Musto, but goes out of play. Throw in again. Now it's back to Saez. Saez across field. Homer. Broken up and stolen by Wade. Played back. Losing control was Eldridge. Able to control it, though, get it back to Lanfear, who clears it out. Back up to the center circle. Held in by PDX. Now a long run. Looking for somebody. It's going to be taken down by Leckelt, but stolen away by Richie Laporte Guevara. And he plays it back to Slaus, who clears it all the way out to Daniel Saez. Saez into the middle. Finds Musto. Plays it back. That's Isaac Homer with it now. Finds Musto. Over to Saez in the middle. Plays a long ball to the far side to Silva. Nope, Silva's over here. Into the middle. Perez out wide. Flag stays down. Ball stays in. It's going to be played into the middle. Habib gets it. Clears it to Wade. Wade. Double team comes. Trying to clear it was Eldridge. It's going to go off the back of, I believe that's Konza. It was, and it's going to go out of play. Restart now. In the box now is Guevara. Ball's going to go over the head of Gill. Gill got rid of the red hair. He had red hair last weekend. Now he does not have red hair anymore. Good to see. Saez now keeps it in play. Gets around Fairhurst. Controlling the ball. Plays it over. Finds Isaac Homer. Saez with the long ball. Can't get it past Perez or Guevara, but it's won back by Perez, and then slide tackle by Guevara puts it out of play for a throw. Musto loses out to Escalante, but held in, and now Homer with it. Back for PDX at the center circle as they look to force the issue here. Oly Town in the blue tops and shorts as Brunel. Oh, and a ball goes through the legs back to Brunel. Brunel with a shot of the score! Cooper Brunel with the brace. And the Artesians go up by 2. It was a beautiful pass by Alan Escalante through the legs of Daniel Saez, and Cooper Brunel found himself one-on-one with the keeper, beats him near side, puts it in the back of the net, and the Artesians are up 2-0 over PDX FC. So the University of Washington product, Cooper Brunel, with the goal. I have to do this, though. Go Cougs. But the University of Washington player, Cooper Brunel, with his second goal of the day. What a job by the Artesians to counter beautifully against this PDX team. And Alan Escalante with the assist. Oh, what a beautiful goal. And it's 2-0. That goal, of course, brought to you by Dancing Goats Coffee. You can go to the tasting room down there by the Port of Olympia. You can go to any of their locations in the South Sound. You can even find them in Atlanta, Georgia. They are shipping coffee to 38 different states around the nation, and their coffee is delicious. Thank you for your support. Now go down and support them and get some coffee for yourself to drink. Probably an iced coffee today, I would imagine. We're approaching 91 degrees today. A little warm. Ooh, the ball goes into Brunel. It's going to be cleared out, but only as far as Escalante. He's going to come down with it. No, cleared out once again by Musto as he's forced to play it all the way back into the Artesian zone. And now it's Habib with it for Oly Town. Back to Richie. And now they look to settle things down. Nice flick on to Gil de la Luz by Escalante into the middle. Played back to Gil. Good run by him. Gil out wide to Wade. Desmond Wade. Double team comes. He loses the ball. And it's going to be a foul on Wade on the far side as he got into the body of Konza. And it's a quick restart for PDX FC. And it's stolen right back by Sean Sant. Wade with it. Step up by the Artesians defense. That was Brunel. But it's going to go out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for PDX on the far side. Quickly brought in. It's going to be a bump by Sant. Not much there, but just caught the player off balance. Of course, like to say congratulations to the North Thurston boys soccer team as they play their home games here at South Sound Stadium. They made it to state this year. They went the hard way. They lost their first district game, then won their next two, and made their way into the state tournament, which starts on Tuesday. Congratulations to them. Escalante shouldered off the ball nicely by Perez. Tries to make a crossfield pass, but nobody there for PDX. It's going to be cleared out by Oly Town. Another local soccer news, unfortunately, the Olympia Bears, boy, just a tough way to end their season yesterday. Losing in golden goal overtime to Federal Way, missing out on a state berth in the last minutes of the game. Now it's going to be Brunel again. Brunel plays it across. It's going to be broken up by Homer. It's going to go out of play. He had Fairhurst on the far side as well as Gill. Both of them streaking towards the goal. And a good job by Isaac Homer to break it up at the last minute, but it's going to be a corner kick coming up for Oly Town. Yeah, one of my other jobs is working for the Olympia boys soccer team, and boy, they had a good season this year, just couldn't get past the final hurdle, losing in golden goal to Federal Way yesterday. Now the ball comes in from Escalante, comes in, headed out by PDX. No, it's going to be set. It's going to go off the head of Fairhurst, and it's going to go out for a throw, or a goal kick, excuse me. Goal kick, Rogers. As the wind is picking up in intensity today. It's kind of strange. It's very windy today, but it's also very warm. So you're kind of in a blast furnace at this point. But a good breeze rolling through the press box, keeping us nice and cool. Musto looking for a ball looking for Konza, but the ball didn't go where he wanted it and it goes out of play all the way down to the javelin pit. But we have lots of extra balls here, and it's going to be brought in right away. Richie Laporte Guevara chased down from behind, stolen away, and now Pepsi Perez on the move. What can happen here? Perez plays it over. It's going to be a shot. It's going to be saved by Lanfear. Shot comes in again, blocked off the line by Habib, and now Slaus is going to clear it away. That save, that big save brought to you by Sure Clean Car Wash. Go Sure Clean your car and get it nice and shiny for the nice summer months. Go to Sure Clean Car Wash, serving the Olympia area. Check them out and get your car done right. So a big save on the first shot on goal by PDX. Lanfear with the foot save and a beauty. And the Artesians maintaining the shutout. It's going to be one back by Perez. Musto now with space. He finds a streaking player. And nothing doing again as the Artesians defense rising to the occasion once again. Ball played up in the middle. Sean Sent now gets it to Brunel. Brunel already sitting on a hat trick here. Out wide to Wade. That was Noah Lechelt with that shot a minute ago for PDX as Slaus comes away with it for Oly Town. Long ball looking for Wade as he came from an offside position. Referee waves it off as the PDX players get it anyway, and they're going to restart from the back. It's going to go to Musto. Musto out of Hawaii. Ball played up by Lechelt, and it's going to be Lanfear way off his line. Dangerous play there. Habib able to win it back for Oly Town. Famuda Timi playing very well in the central defense today, along with Richie Lapointe Guevara. They've done a good job clogging it up, not allowing PDX much room to move. Isaac Homer now. Streaking run down the far side by Crothers, but unable to track it down. And once again, the PDX attack goes for naught. Famuda Timi out wide to Gill. He takes it into the middle, lays it off for Sean Sent. Finds Brunel, back to Slaus. Slaus finds Fairhurst on a run. Fairhurst trying to get there, but Rogers going to get there first, grab it with conviction. And he's going to set up the restart. As some of the Artesians players getting loose down there. It looks like Chris Peretti maybe. Trevor Thompson maybe. Maybe making some changes here pretty soon. We're in the 58th minute. 2-0 the score. 2 goals by Cooper Brunel. Headed out by Slaus. Won nicely. Habib gets there away from the charging player. PDX able to win it back into the middle. It's number 7 with it. He's going to take a shot. It's going to be blocked by Famuda Timi. Cleared out, headed back all the way to the 40. It's Isaac Homer. Tried to find Konza, goes out of play. And it's going to be a restart now for Oly Town. Throw-in coming up for the Artesians. Don't forget, about 30 to 40 minutes after the conclusion of this game, we'll be bringing you the inaugural USLW matchup between the Artesians and PDX FC. Ball sliced across the field. Is going to go out for a throw. Oly Town is going to take on the throw in here as we've finished 2/3 of this game already. 60th minute, 30 to go. 2-0 the score. Oly Town on top. Slaus, the captain, plays it back to Richie Lapointe Guevara. Only as far as Saez, but Gil can't hang on. Saez comes away with it. Good track back by Alan Escalante. Wins it for the Artesians. As Gil goes to take it, and he can't get it. And we have our first substitutions of the game coming in. And just like I thought, it's going to be Chris Peretti, number 3, and number 16, Trevor Thompson. They'll be coming in at the next dead ball. Wade now steals that one away. Can he get there? No, it's going to be a good job by Konza to track back and get that. Plays it back to Rogers, and now Isaac Homer with it. Saez finds Musto. Throw in on the far side now for Oly Town. It's going to be Tegan Eldridge as the substitutions are made. Coming out, Alan Escalante and Jason Fairhurst. Coming in, Trevor Thompson is going to take the 10 spot, and Chris Peretti is going to take over left wing. Actually, they're going to move Trevor. No, Trevor's, I think he'll play center forward, and Wade will stay on the outside. Trevor, of course, River Ridge graduate. Plays at PLU, and he's got speed to burn. If you haven't seen him play before, you'll watch somebody who's very fast. And Trevor, right on cue, making a run. Cleared out by Rogers, but only as far as Wade. Wade plays it back to himself. Loses possession, and then all the way back to Konza. And now Isaac Homer comes away with it for PDX FC. 62nd minute, 2-0 the score. I'd like to thank Nicole's Bar once again for being our game day sponsor today.
A couple of substitutions for Oly Town. In number 3, Chris Peretti, and number 16, Trevor Thompson.
Long ball played out. Letchout on the far side gets it before it goes out of play. He's got Slaus guarding him. Ball played into the middle, broken up by Slaus. Still Letchout with it. Triple team comes. Still with it. Finally won by Richie Lapointe Guevara. And he looks to clear the zone here. Plays it in the middle. Finds Sean Sent. Gets it to Brunel, the goal scorer. Into the middle with space is Gill. Now making a run, Desmond Wade on the far side. Wade cuts it back. Lays it off for Brunel. Brunel taken off the ball beautifully by Tommy Musto. And he gets it back. He's double teamed. Nice back heel flick to number 7. Tommy Musto showing some skill out there for the PDX FC team. But the long pass goes for naught. And now Wade looks to run. Wade plays it into the middle for Thompson. He controls it. Trevor Thompson with the shot that goes just high. That one was always rising, but a good effort by Trevor Thompson on his first touch of the day. And the Artesians not letting off on the pressure with a 2-goal lead. No goal lead is safe in this league. You always want to score more. And Oly Town not taking the foot off the gas. I'm just curious how many more cliches I could have gotten into that sentence, but I did a good job. Number 22 into the game now for Portland. That's going to be Miles Norville out of Bridgetown, Barbados. He's going to come onto the field for Portland, taking this place I didn't see who came out, but they moved Daniel Saez into the midfield. And it looks like Tommy Musto came out, which is kind of a shocker to me because he was playing really well today. Yeah, it was Musto that came out.
In for Portland, number 22, Miles Norville.
Miles Norville out of Bridgeport, Barbados, like I said, played at Luther College. He played on the Barbados U20 national team and was a two-time all-conference and all-region player at Luther College. And his senior year was the Conference Defensive Player of the Year for the small Lutheran school out in Iowa. Richie Lapointe Guevara finds Brunel. Brunel with the shot that goes slicing wide. He wants the hat trick, and he's going to take the shot. Little adventurous there, but nevertheless a good effort. Make the keeper think. And it goes wide, though, for a goal kick. Norville now with it. Long ball played right into the Oly Town covering on their bench. Out for a throw-in. Slaus now plays it back to Richie Lapointe Guevara. Guevara over to Tegan Eldridge. Gill with it. Gill now playing in the center of the midfield. Chris Peretti taking over at left wing. Attacking midfield role now for Gil de la Luz. As the food delivery has arrived here at the press box. Thank you to Mi Pueblo for supporting the team. A nice save, nice stretching tackle there by Richie Lapointe Guevara. And now Chris Peretti looking to run. Chris Peretti at UW player. Played for the Real Salt Lake Academy, and he's out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. But now hones his trade at the University of Washington. Peretti again out wide. Finds Brunel, his teammate at UW. Brunel with a shot that's going to be saved. Rebound for Wade, and Wade puts it over the net. Oh, Desmond Wade had a wide open goal, and he kicked it right over the net and out of play. But the Artesians continuing to probe this defense and look for that third goal. And boy, Cooper Brunel almost had it. It was a beautiful save by Austin Rogers and just a unfortunate shot by Wade that doesn't go in. Crothers now with it, played it out wide. It's going to be Konza. Konza now finds number 7 on the far side. He's making a run. Plays it into the middle. Headed out by Slaus. Wade tries to win the header over Saez. Can't do it. Saez can't control it, though. And now here comes Brunel again. Peretti with the run. Peretti still running. Can he get there? Peretti, no, it's going to be taken down by Austin Rogers, who had to make that save because Peretti was right there. And I am really regretting the decision for waiting for my food for the next game because it smells good up here in the press box right now. Brunel tried to find Wade, goes wide, couldn't find him, and it's going to be won by PDX, held in. And now Konza on the run. Konza continuing his run. Konza continuing. It's going to be played out by Lapointe Guevara, but only as far as Crothers make that Gaitan. Gaitan holds it in, and it's going to be finally held in by Sean Sent for the Artesians. He's going to win possession, and he's got plenty of space to move. Tegan Eldridge now back into the middle for Sent. Nobody around him as Brunel looks to go. Here comes Peretti. Peretti with the fresh legs gets the run on the far side. Can he hold it in? No, this ball skipping through the turf. And now another substitution now coming up. It's going to be Chris Kalla coming in make that Jamin Peters coming in for PDX FC. But we're going to go ahead and have our second hydration break of the game as we approach the 70th minute. We're going to take a quick break here on the broadcast. Be back in about 30 seconds to a minute and bring you the final conclusion of the game. You're watching Oly Town Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We are back for the conclusion of this USL 2 opening weekend game where the Artesians find themselves on top 2-0 over PDX FC. 2 goals by Cooper Brunel, the difference in the match so far. And the final hydration break is over, and the teams are going to finish this one out here over the next 20 to 25 minutes. Miles Norville with the long ball, won by Saez eventually, and it's going to be played back to PDX. Now Julian Konza, he continues to impress. That ball is going to go in front of Jamin Peters, and it's going to go out of play. I think he was offside, but the referee didn't stick the flag up, but he looked offside to me. Either way, Habib Famoudatimi comes away with it for Oly Town off the restart. And now Slaus in the middle for Sent, pressured by Gaetan. Back to Richie, now back to Charlie. Into the middle for Habib, and he's got room. He's going to push forward now. PDX is going to have to start selling out a little bit, which is going to open up the counter for Oly Town. Chris Peretti with a nice spin there. Gets past Silva. Gets it into the middle looking for Cooper Brunel, but just out of his reach. And now here comes Peters. Foul's going to be called against Richie Lapointe Guevara as he came right into the back of the Portland player, and that looked like it hurt. And the player's still down for PDX. That is Alan Gaetan out of Southern Oregon University, All-American honorable mention in the NAIA. Timbers Academy graduate as well. Now it's Saez. Finds Gaetan and is going to go off his feet and into the feet of the Artesians, and they're going to try to break out here. Here comes Tegan Eldridge now. Into the middle for Sent. Double team comes, is going to be taken away by Saez. And that ball is going to be broken up, and Richie's going to get it for the Artesians over to Jack Slaus. Chris Peretti now with it. Very fluid on the ball. Chris Peretti very impressive with the ball on his feet. Now Gil De La Luz gets around his man, plays it up for Trevor Thompson, who tried to play it out to Wade but is broken up at the last second by Isaac Homer. PDX dodging another bullet there. Norville now has it for the Black Hearts of Portland. PDX FC. Not much for the Black Hearts Union to cheer about today. They've got their flags up on the far side. As we've got a player going down, that's Alan Gaitan. Probably still feeling a little bit of the effects from that clattering tackle by Richie LaPointe Guevara. And he's going to come out, and they're going to have to make a sub here. It's going to be number 12 coming in now. And that's going to be Xaver Ehrlich. No, he's going to stay out there, it looks like. He's still talking to the coach and the officials. Big roar from the crowd. I don't know why, but the big roar was there. As we're still kind of talking here, the officials, I don't know what's going on. Now the three officials talking to the two coaches.
Number 18, Connor Collin. And number 7, Manny Nicasio.
So into the game now for the Artesians, though. Manny Nicasio, number 7. And also coming in is going to be I don't know what's going on here. We've got the officials talking, the players coming onto the field. We've got Alan Gaitan coming off the field. I don't know if it's a substitution window issue or what, but we've got an injury. But nevertheless, number 12 coming in, and I believe that's Xaver Ehrlich. Xaver Ehrlich from Dresden, Germany. Plays at Florida Memorial University and just transferred to St. Bonaventure. So, good player out of the Dynamo Dresden Academy out of Germany. Ball played out, 78th minute here. And it's Connor Tolan that is the other player coming in, number 13 for the Artesians. He's going to play in that central midfield role. As Gil De La Luz came out. And now Wade taking off the ball. And now Konza again with the big run. Konza left-footed shot right into the hands of Lanphier, but he spills it. It's going to go out for a corner kick. And Julian Konza has made 3 or 4 very technical runs through the defense and has looked very good and very dangerous for PDX. But Lanphier able to stop the left-footed shot from him. So a corner kick coming up now. Ball comes in. It's a curler headed out by Habib. Back to Crothers. Now back out to 7. 7 comes back, cuts it in, crosses again, headed up and out and over. If it was football, it would be 3, but this is soccer and it's 0. So it goes out for no harm. It looked like it was Isaac Homer with the header from the defensive spot. Lanphier couldn't get there first, but it doesn't matter as it went out of play. Now Manny Nicasio with his first touch. Manny with a good ball looking for Peretti. Can he get there? Yes, he can. He's open on the wing. Peretti tries to get past Silva. Gets it to his man. It's held in. It's going to be a shot by Brunel that's going to be blocked. Held in by Wade. Played back to Tegan Eldridge. And now Habib with it. Jack Slouse finds Manny. Manny back to Slouse. Played up to Peretti. Double team comes. Peretti still with it. Taken down by Peters. And it's going to be a foul as Peretti has looked very solid since coming on for the Artesians. Very comfortable. Manny Nicasio now looking to restart. What's he going to do? Is he going to play it into the box? Looks like they're getting ready to set up. His hand goes up. Players move. He puts the ball in. It's a good ball. It's going to be punch cleared. Back to Wade. Held in. As Richie LaPointe Guevara couldn't get there, it's going to be punch clear again by Rogers. As Saez tries to clear it, it's going to be broken up by Peretti. It's going to go out for a throw for PDX. 81st minute of play, 2-0 the score. Oly Town on top. Giveaway falls to the feet of Peretti out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. University of Washington product. Out wide, Tegan Eldridge. We've got a dog and cat fight up here in the booth. Of course, Ryan Perkins, the owner, played football at University of Washington. He's one of the principal owners of the club. We have a fun rivalry because I'm a Coug and he's a dog, and it's all for fun. But, boy, we love these University of Washington players here on the team for Oly Town. And now here comes Tegan Eldridge out of Western Washington University. He's looking to run. He's going to come in. He's going to shoot. It's going to be blocked by Homer, and it's going to fall into the hands of Austin Rogers. Saez gets it. Peters. Saez stolen away. Can't keep it in, though, is Connor Tolan. It's going to go out for a throw. Looks like Al Zimmerman warming up. Maybe he'll be coming in as well. You've got players that have been out there for a long time. On a hot day like this, they're going to need to be subbed out. Richie LaPointe Guevara finds Cooper Brunel. Cooper Brunel with it still. He's got the 2 goals today for Oly Town. Manny Nicasio now. Of course, Manny, Defensive Player of the Year for the indoor team that finished 4th in the whistle. Lost a heartbreaker in the semifinals to Everett. Brunel out wide to Peretti. Manny pushing forward, gets it back to Brunel. Once again, everybody on the PDX side of the field except for the keeper, Lanfear, and then it's going to be a nice run there on the far side. Tegan Eldridge tees it up, finds in the middle Cooper Brunel. He turns around, can't get a shot away, plays it back to Eldridge. Eldridge back to Brunel. Brunel splits the D, comes in. Left-footed shot is going to go harmlessly into the hands of Rogers as Cooper Brunel really wants that hat trick. This ball cleared out by Rogers. Manny's going to let it go out of play for a throw-in. That ball just came off the side of his foot. Maybe even off his shin. You see the heat starting to take effect on these players. The game's kind of slowed down a little bit. Now Brunel, he still has some juice in his legs. Gets around 3 players out wide to Wade. Wade tees it up. Cross comes in. Saved by Rogers. Trevor Thompson knocking on the door, but couldn't get there in time. And Rogers comes away with it. This time the drop kick successful, but only as far as Slouse. Connor Tolan wins it. Over to Peretti. He makes a spin. Now it's Richie LaPointe Guevara out wide to Wade. Wade plays it back to Eldridge. Richie Lapointe playing forward from that defensive center defensive position. Peretti tries to get around Jamin Peters, is going to be kicked out of play. Manny Nicasio now with the throw. Manny splits, gets it to Tolan. Tolan gets around two but not the third, and it's going to be one back by PDX, and now 7 looks to run. It's going to be number 7 with Manny tracking back. He can't control it. It's going to be out of play, throwing coming up for the Artesians, and the Manny Nicasio fan club is very vocal right now on the far side of the field, and we like to hear that local kid that's still playing for the local club. As Konza comes in, left-footed shot that goes in, splits the uprights over the goal and out for a goal kick. Like to thank our sponsors one more time: Dancing Goats Coffee, Van Dorm Realty, Olympia Jeep, Forma Construction, Well 80 Artesian Brewing, Nicole's Bar, and Olympia Hotel. Thank you for your support. Ball played out to Eldridge. Eldridge finds Wade on the far side. Wade can run. He's got space. Cuts it back to the middle. Finds Trevor Thompson. Plays it in to the streaking Connor Tolan, but the first touch just gets away from him, and it spills into the hands of Austin Rogers. Wall-to-wall action now as PDX now on the break. They've got numbers if they want it. Long ball looking for 7. Slouse gets there, and Slouse able to shepherd the ball out of play for a goal kick. Like to thank the following sponsors for their support as well. Wembley Soccer Shop, where you get all your soccer stuff you need: boots, kits, hats, fan gear. Doesn't matter, they've got it all. And while we got a chance here, coming in, Al Zimmerman, number 9, coming in, and number 4 making his Oly Town debut is Pavel Valchev from Varna, Bulgaria. Plays at Governors State University in Florida. Coming off, number 12, Cooper Brunel, and number 15, Tegan Eldridge. They've played well today, especially Cooper Brunel. Puts in 87 minutes, gets 2 goals. But into the game, Al Zimmerman, longtime Artesian captain last year of the USL 2 squad. And Pavel Valchev, welcome to the club. Welcome to Olympia, as Trevor Thompson just puts on the Jets, but he can't get there. And that's what I'm talking about. That guy can run like a gazelle. He just couldn't get there in time. Al Zimmerman, of course, Artesians captain last year, went to Western Washington University, Capitol High School, another local kid that has just made it a nice career out of playing soccer here in the South Sound region. We'd love to have him. The nicest guy, a great interview. He's just a fantastic human, and we love him. Glad to have him back on the team this year. 88th minute of play here from South Sound Stadium as Jack Slouse just kind of lets the ball run. I think these guys are getting tired here as we're approaching an hour and a half in the heat, as the number of minutes we've played is approaching the temperature on the thermometer. You know it's a hot day. This ball played up for Zimmerman. He controls it, plays it down, looks for the run of Peretti. Perfect ball played to Chris Peretti on the far side. Peretti, step over, gets through. Peretti, shot blocked, held in by Tolan. Now it's Thompson. Back out to Tolan, broken up by Jamin Peters, and it goes out for a throw. Manny with the throw. Peretti down the line. He's going to get there. No, Jamin Peters gets there first. Plays it back in the middle. And Manny's going to commit the foul against Zaver Ehrlich. It's going to be a free kick coming up for PDX FC. Long ball by Saez out to the far side. It's Isaac Homer with it. Wade Makes him play it back with some good defense there. Played all the way back to the center to Miles Norville. Now Saez with it. Can't control it. Peretti with the pressure. And Peretti's going to be called for the foul. That is probably the right call, but boy, you're rewarding a player for a bad touch by calling the foul. And that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. Daniel Saez. Good ball, but he loses it to Manny. Nicasio finds Richie Laporte. Long ball for Wade. Wade looks to run and chase it. He gets there. Chests it down. Takes the shot that goes all the way to the James Koval Performing Arts Center as that one went way off his boot. Now Perez with it. Pepsi Perez. He's got Konza on the run. He gets him in stride. Here comes Konza again. Takes the shot. Saved by Lanfear. Spilled. Slouse saves it from anybody else getting there. Lanfear comes up. Grabs it. As we've approached stoppage time here in the second half. Lanfear with the save on the shot by Konza. PDX with it, still looking to make another run here. Trying to salvage something from this game. Famuda gets it out. It's going to be won by Zimmerman, who's falling back, still able to control it into the feet of Peretti. And now it's Richie Laporte Guevara with it. For the Artesians, back to Manny. They're just going to play keep away now. Let the time run out of this game. They've been in control since the opening whistle. 2-0 the score here at South Sound Stadium. Now a long ball finds Peretti on the far side. Peretti once again going against Silva, and Silva's going to win it this time, kick it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in now for Oly Town here as the seconds and minutes still keep ticking away here. Manny with it. Splits 3 players, but is eventually taken away by Ehrlich. Still won by Richie Laporte. And he's going to play it back to Habib, who just is able to hang on to possession as Julian Konza almost one possession and would have been one-on-one with the keeper. This time the ball played in by Valchev. Goes into Rogers' hands. Slouse picks it up. Clears it out. Connor Tolan able to
Autograph opportunities are going to be on the far side of the field by that green flag near the former construction sign.
Zimmerman now with a streaking Wade, finds him in stride. Wade controls it. He brings it down. Trevor Thompson in the middle. Trevor Thompson, the shot and the score! Put it on the board for Trevor Thompson on a pinpoint pass by Desmond Wade. And that's the cherry on top of this Sunday as the Artesians go up 3-0. And they're going to come away with all 3 points today in their opening match of the 2023 USL 2 season. Trevor Thompson with a good run, but an even better pass by Desmond Wade found him right in stride, and nothing Rogers could do. And the Artesians put up 3 today against PDX FC. What a beautiful pass by Desmond Wade. And Trevor Thompson puts it in the back of the net for the Artesians. What a debut for Liviu Bird as he puts his stamp on his legacy here the beginning of his legacy, we should say. The first game, we're going to be victorious here as the Artesians have 3 and PDX has 0. Just an exciting day for Oly Town Artesian Soccer. This ball goes out of play for a throw-in. It's going to be Ehrlich with the throw. And the official puts his hands in the air, waves him like he just doesn't care, blows the whistle, and the Artesians come away with the dub. 3-0 the score. Oly Town dominant today against PDX FC. 2 goals by Cooper Brunell, 1 by Trevor Thompson, 1 assist by Desmond Wade, 1 assist by Alan Escalante. And that is the scoring today on a hot, windy, beautiful day here in Olympia, Washington. The Artesians start the season off on the right note and come away with all 3 points. What a win for Coach Bird in his debut, and what a win for the players on the team. We are going to take a quick break here from the broadcast. We are hoping to get an interview with Captain Jack Slaus. And then please come back and join us for our second game of the doubleheader, kicking off at about 3:40 today between USLW Artesians and PDX FC. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Brandon Cartwright looking at me. Yes, so we will be back in just a little bit, hoping to get an interview and do a final recap of the game. So you are watching Oly Town Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here at the Oly Town Artesians victory party here up in the press box. Got Captain Jack Slaus here with me. Jack, what a win, what a statement to make against, you know, a pretty solid PDX team coming out, jumping on them right off the bat. What did that do to score that early goal to help set the tone?
Oh, I mean, scoring early always like takes some of the pressure off, especially like me being on the back line. The back line loves it when, you know, we can get something going in the attacking third. And, I mean, we were doing it all game, but getting that first goal early, I mean, just does wonders for the rest of the game, really sets the tone.
Yeah, it really does. And it really, you could see the confidence with the back line. I mean, between you and Richie and Habib and Tegan, you guys didn't give any opportunities for them in that first half. It was a dominant defensive performance. Is it kind of what you expected when you came out today? It's going to be hot. they're going to not want to run too hard. But, boy, you guys really shut them down.
Yeah, I mean, I knew our fitness levels were good. I could see it in training all week and last week. And as far as defensively, I mean, I just met a couple of the guys, or really most of the team. But, I mean, as a back line, it's all about chemistry. And I feel like we just gelled right away. So you could feel that chemistry on the field. And I felt like if someone stepped, we always had cover, and vice versa. So it was just great chemistry all the way through.
Yeah, it was nice to see. We had just talked to you, said we got a good vantage point from up here. You could see the defense moving as a unit. And like you said, that's just chemistry because this league is hard. People just, like you said, we just met each other last week.
Absolutely,
We're trying to get a team together. But you could really see it there. And, just having that kind of chemistry, like you said, the ability for Richie to make these big runs up the field, and you guys can still cover. It's fun to see, and it really bodes well for the future of this club.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw it today. I mean, Richie's great with his feet. So, I mean, Tegan and I stepping out wide and giving him that space in the middle. I mean, if no one's going to step to him, I mean, that's a mistake, at least in my mind, right? Giving Richie space is a problem. So, no, he took advantage of it today and, came out with a great win.
And I just wanted to say welcome to the club as well.
Thank you.
Coming from Gig Harbor, you went all the way to the East Coast to play soccer in college. Glad to have you back here captaining the team. It's been
Thank
fun.
you.
We're excited. Next week, of course, Ballard comes to town. We love them, but we hate them.
Absolutely,
it's one of those big rivalry games. But you guys, we get a big 3-0 win. It's time to put that aside and prep for Ballard. What do you expect to see next weekend as we move forward?
I mean, they're a great opponent, right? They have a lot of skill. A well-coached team. I mean, so it's going to be a battle for sure. And then especially as the summer goes on, it gets a little hotter. It's going to be tough. So I think just us keeping our shape, keeping the ball, moving it and playing our game and not getting sucked into our opponent's game, and do what we did today. And I think we can come out on top next week.
All right. Well, hey, it was great talking with you. I'm going to let you go get some hydration.
Appreciate that.
Some food. But what a way to start the season. Jack Slouse, captain, 3-0 win. What a way to start, and let's keep it moving next week.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on. And now I'm here with Coach Leviu Bird. Coach, probably went as well as you could have expected today. A good early goal, great defensive play, and midfield play that was, very, very good today.
Yeah, I think the first couple of weeks of training have been good. I think what you see today is a result of that process a little bit. Obviously, we're far from where we want to be, but that's kind of the nature of this league is that you have to hit the ground running. Our opponents are in the same boat we are, so it's as anybody who's been in this league will tell you, man, it's a little bit nervy. Last night, I didn't sleep too well. I was thinking about what could happen because you're not really at a point yet where you have a great idea of what's going to happen, but like you say, it went pretty well for us today. So I'll never complain about 3 points.
And like you had mentioned, coming together on such short notice with these teams. For me, being up here, seeing the communication level, seeing the shape staying consistent, I mean, that's what you've coached these kids to do, and it's what they did. So you've got to be just thrilled with the result today.
Yeah, no, very proud of the boys. Very proud of my team. They've taken to everything that we've wanted to do, and they could easily come in and say, I'm a college player playing for XYZ University. I don't need to listen to you, but. They've really taken it on board, and they want to come together as a group and not just have a bunch of individuals here who, are here for a couple games in the summer, right? I mean, we're trying to build something here, and they've really embraced that idea. And like I said, I couldn't be more proud of the way that they've done so far in the first couple weeks.
And it was fun to watch. And I was just talking to Jack Slouse, and we talked about next week's opponent, Ballard. It's going to be a tough matchup. Well, we get to have him here. What kind of stuff are you going to be working on this week as you prepare for Ballard FC?
Yeah, I think we'll just continue to work on kind of our process, our game model, just like they will. I mean, like you say, Ballard obviously will be a tough opponent. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good test. It's a good measuring stick of where we are so far. I think today's game was good for it. Last week's game was good for us in terms of where we were in the process. Good to get some film and look at it and think about what we wanted to do for this week. This week will be the same. We'll trust that that what we want to do is the right thing, and we'll just keep going. And I mean, like you said, tough opponent, but it should be fun, especially at home. We'll be ready for it.
Well, it's going to be a great atmosphere here. Don't forget to come out next Sunday at 3:00 as the Artesians take on Ballard FC here at South Sound Stadium. Coach Bird, it was awesome. It was a great win, a good way to start the season, and look forward to more of that here in the future.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep. Well, we are back here. Thank you to Captain Jack Slouse and Coach Liviu Bird for joining me up here in the press box for some interviews after the game. A very convincing 3-0 win by the Oly Town Artesians over PDX FC. We're going to take a quick break as we are watching the USLW team start to warm up down on the field. We are excited to bring you that game next, but this announcer needs to take a break to rest up the vocal cords and get ready to call the inaugural USLW matchup between the Oly Town Artesians and PDX FC. We'll be back with you for first kick around 3:35 today. We'll be on a little earlier for a little preview, but we will definitely be back sooner rather than later, and we'll see you here after this quick break. You're watching Oly Town Artesians Soccer on the Artesians Broadcasting Network. We'll see you in a bit.